Hi, everybody. Welcome. Geronimo here again. And today we'll play a little bit more DvG Conquering Giants in VR. So before I put the headset on, I just wanted to give you a little history about what we're doing here at Immersive History and with Virtuous Gaming. Trying to make wholesome family games that everybody can enjoy together, that don't have all the violence and the gore that some other games do, and so that's our mission here, and we started with this David versus Goliath tale because, well, it's just an awesome story about an underdog facing off versus a giant. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the headset on, grab my controllers, and we'll jump into the shooting gallery right here at the beginning. So just put my straps on. Because this is such an active VR game, we don't want any controllers going through a TV or knocking a TV off. True story, I may have done that once. I was slinging and hit the TV and knocked it off the wall and it broke. So avoid that. Make sure you've got plenty of space. Create a guardian that gives you room from the walls and any valuable electronic equipment. So I'm going to go to level select here. I'm going to go into select the targets. And here I'm in the wall. Just as a refresher real fast on the controls, the grips here, if you squeeze the grips and pump your hands, you can go in any direction. If I squeeze the grips and pump to the left, I will walk to the left over here like this. I'll walk backwards. I can pump backwards like this or pump forwards. I mean, I'm in a little gate now. There's my dad behind me, Jesse, just watching, making sure I don't break any TVs, I guess. Grabbing that cord out of the way. So I'm going to start with the slingshot today. Just kind of start shooting with this guy. So the slingshot is good for beginners. Obviously, the game was designed for the sling, and I'll show you that in a minute. But just with the grips, this stays in your hand. No need to hold any buttons in this one if you don't want to. But just with your pointer finger, you can grab that and load it and pull it straight back. Kind of hold that flat, just like you would a slingshot, and then boom, aim. And there's actually a subtle vibration that when you are going to hit the target, you'll feel it in the controller where it'll vibrate. You also see the yellow trail if you are on target. And a good way to, that white trail that follows the rock just gives you a little bit of a indication of where you are. So I'm too high, so I'm going to slightly adjust a little bit lower, a little bit to the right, start to hit all of these targets. Boom, watermelons, boom, boom. You start to get in a groove here and really crank out, so up my accuracy. This one in the back is really far, helpful to nail those enemies. And let's see here. Boom, there you go. So finish that level again, get your victory score. I took 0 damage, obviously, because there were no enemies in that one. So I'm going to go ahead and restart that. But this time, I want to show you the sling, and I kind of want to talk to you about the sling because it's pretty fun. So settings, game, go to left-handed or right-handed. I'm obviously going to go right-handed. Sling's pretty hard. And then I'm going to go into intense for dodge stuff because I'll use that later when I show you the wolf level. So right-handed sling intense. I'm just going to go back, and just back to the game. So now you'll see if I load it instead of a slingshot in this hand, I've got my sling, and I'm going to start slinging. So also a couple different ways. You can load the sling like that and then overhand, or I just kind of start with my arm out there and get a little bit of momentum and then just do one full swing like that. And yeah, just kind of a baseball throw is the way that I do it, kind of a sidearm. I don't know. I used to be a pitcher in Little League. You could go like this, I guess. But, you could go like that, but I wouldn't. And start to just, nail these targets and get into a good flow. You can hit a target about every 2 seconds, a little bit less than that, if you get it into good rhythm. So let me tell you. So as anybody, I mean, my background's in visual effects, so we did a lot of research on all the movies that we did. I worked on films like Avatar and Avengers, and anytime we build a movie, you do a lot of research on the characters, right? And a lot of just there's tough stuff that goes into movies, and I'll share those stories on another time. But when we were building DvG Conquering Giants, we really started to research the sling, and even read a lot of books and looked up a lot of YouTubers who actually use slings to and actually pretty accurate, pretty impressive with them, and they would just wind up like that, boom. They were so fast. But historically, and a lot of this information is from David and Goliath, Malcolm Gladwell's book, but the slingers, or the people with the sling, were the precursor to archers. So they were the guys that could, hit a target from, really far away, and they were designed to be that long distance combat. So, which was really interesting because the story about David and Goliath, we call David the underdog, because he was obviously like a third of the height of this monster Goliath, goes out on the battlefield and tries to engage, and Goliath says, "Well, hey, come fight me. Bring a sword, and let's combat." And obviously, David knew that there's no chance that he would be able to win that fight. So he stuck to his strength, right? And even though he was smaller, it was a perceived weakness. He was able to play to his strengths and kill the giant. So the slingers were able to. I mean, this would almost be the force of a bullet. A small caliber bullet was how fast these would go, and the accuracy. They'd be able to hit something from 100, 200 yards away, about that big, and so anyway, all of this we kind of took into account, and it'd take hours and hours, and 10,000 hours, even if you want to say that. To master the sling, but when you did, it became a very powerful weapon. And so a lot of the mechanics of the sling, and we've taken from these books and consulted some experts, and including in those experts are some of those YouTubers who actually know and use the sling today some would even use it to hunt, which is really impressive. So I got a 55% accuracy in that. Oh no, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not gonna restart this. Let's go ahead and go to the wolf level. I'll play with the sling and the slingshot. Just side note, if you ever get lost on the controls, and they're all right here to help you remember what sight is, what dash is, loading, and all that is right there. So we're gonna go ahead to the main menu, campaign again, level select, and here's the wolf level. So here we go. Here's my beautiful little sheep again, just cute buttons. I'm just gonna pet him. And again, the object of this level is to not let a single sheep get away, right? Because what's a good shepherd do? They protect all of their sheep. And here we go. Here's our wolf. So I'm in this thing, and in the first waves, the wolf's just pretty oblivious to you. Oh, just kidding. That was the dodge mode there, as they pounce. Then I'll just take him out there. Oh, he got me. And as you can see, this guy already stole one of my sheep, so I'm just going to go ahead. Again, it's the level 1, so they're pretty nice, but I'm going to go ahead and take out that wolf, and that my sheep is just guided back here. Come on, little buddy. Just go back, hurry. There's another wave coming. In a previous iteration of this, we actually allowed you to pick up the sheep and run them back into the pen. And now it kind of added a new level of difficulty, but we simplified it after we had some playtesters come through and Just wanted level 1 to be a little bit easier. So with that sling from 100 yards away, just practicing for Goliath. And depends on, I'm going to see if I can nail him from here. Oh, okay, this is not my first time playing it, so I've gotten pretty good with the sling. And it's actually so rewarding when you fling it from a long distance and hit your target. So even though the sling takes a little bit of time to get used to, it's pretty rewarding when you do master it. And at any time, if you kind of get frustrated or want to start off with a slingshot, that's totally welcome to do that. Oh yeah, okay, we're starting to get a little bit crazy in here. Oh, got bit from behind. Just getting distracted. Okay, anytime also that your hearts are right here, so you've got 4 hearts, 4 lives. Go ahead. Need to kick this guy. Boom. And again, see if I can get that was pretty lazy. I was leaning back just trying to hit that guy. But because he's getting close to the tall grass, I'm gonna put my hands over here and really take him out before he gets. Now, difficult thing is once I kill, the further out that the sheep get, they take a little bit of time to get back to that little pasture, so it increases the chances of the wolves just coming out, grabbing them, and taking them back. So you want to try to get the wolves and kill them as soon as possible when they pick up your sheep, so that they have that chance to get back in. Oh, I got bit again. I wasn't paying attention. I got caught talking. And as you can see, that it gets pretty hectic here. Dodge button is helpful. Oh, gotta save this guy. And then, see, you can see they're starting to chase me. Taking out that guy. Whew, that's close. Let's see, these guys will probably just pick up that sheep. Unless they're just, they're just so hungry for me. Oh no, I died. Alright, so this is that dark abyss here where I was obviously defeated. People will probably add a few more flames to make it feel, so you really feel the pain and the hurt. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and restart that level. Show you the full pasture level and try not to die this time. Also notice I didn't use sight. Sight lets you know where the enemies are, and also lets you know where the sheep are. Just in case you get them lost or they're stuck in a bush, it'll give you that. That indicator where the enemies are. That bush just rumbles, so I'm sure there's a little wolf in there. It's actually pretty fun when we brought an initial round of playtesters in. The kids were so scared by the wolves that they, they just would pump their hands like this and just run in circles away from the wolves, and you'd have like 4 or 5 wolves just trailing them. So we switched the style of the game to be a little bit more cartoony and animated feel, so that our friends and younger members of the family wouldn't be as scared of these wolves. And also the comical deaths where they like that are all due to that same thing. Just wanted to make it again, virtuous and immersive history. Our goal is to make family-friendly games that everybody can play and play together. So there's a little guy through the tall grass. Oh, he's starting to sprint. Oh, I missed. This guy's coming right at me. Oh, I've got to be quicker on turning around. Get that guy. Let's see. I'm going to just check. There's a bad guy there. That sheep. Oh, this little guy seems to be stuck. Just come on. Scroll back.
Please, sir. May I have another?
David, I don't know if you can hear the audio too great. I have probably the settings turned down. But let's see, audio. Yeah, okay, that's pretty high. David makes little quips here and there as he hits the wolves, or as they start to attack.
Yeah, buddy.
And then boom,
Be gone, mutt.
just line them up.
Oh, not this block.
Let's see. that guy. Let him actually get in there. Oh, that's a bad shot. And let's go over here. I just like to tease these wolves and just pop them right on the head. So there you go. Just because they get me. So nice. Get back. That guy's still stuck, so I guess there's a little bug here. Be able to pump that guy in would be great. So you hear the howl. There's the wolves in. You can press that sight. Just find it. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. It's wolf hunting through the grass. When I lived in New Zealand, I did this race. It was across a volcano, off-road race, and the guy that won it was just this backwoodsman. Actually wore, I think was he wearing overalls? I feel like he was wearing overalls, but that might be made up in my head. But he said the way that he trained is he just take his dogs and go hunting in the mountains for wild boar. He and his dogs would just chase them endlessly, and that's what got him in shape to win the race. And I mean, he beat me by about 45 minutes. So it was a pretty entertaining guy. But I feel like that thought just came into my head right now as I'm going through here. Oh no, I didn't pay attention to that guy. That's gonna be dangerous because that wolf is. Oh no, I died again. All right. Anyway. It's challenging. There's 5 waves of wolves that come through, and each one has obviously more wolves in them. So I can show you the slingshot. I'll do one final round, and we'll just start the settings here. Game. I'll do the left-handed slingshot just to show you the difficulty level. And yeah, I'll go ahead and play this. So this. Boom. I get pretty animated when I do the sling shot. It's just pretty fun. So we'll run around here and do that. Again, when the wolves howl and bark at you, that dodge button is a quick grab the grip button and then just to the side. Grab the grip and move to the side. You can dodge backwards or side, forward, whatever. Boom. Oh, not left-handed. But there we go. All right, next round. Let's go. Help yourself up a little bit here. I'm going to use the sight. Oh, I'm left-handed. So when you switch hands, the controls for the sight are exist or switch. Switch. So go ahead and find that balance for you. Here, that was 4 wolves there, so. Uh-oh. Another sheep gets stuck. Where's that other sheep? All 4 in here? Let's go back. Oh, there we go. Count my sheep. Cute little guys just flock together. Poor little wolf. Come on. There we go. Uh-oh. That guy right in the rump. He's hiding behind the wall. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 sheep. Always count your sheep. But don't fall asleep while you're counting those sheep. It's too dangerous in this pasture. So tomorrow, I think we'll kind of show you the beginnings of the lion level and the bear level. And then the next day, we stream this, just the beginnings of the game, right? DvG, Conquering Giants. We'll do a different. We'll probably take you back to the prototype so you can just see how it all began. Oh, twin wolf right there. Ooh. Oh, get his head. Yeah, left-handed. Alright. Let's see. Josh is in the room with me. How many, was that 4 waves, Josh? Can't remember.
Tell me there's more.
It's 4 waves. Alright. Sometimes I feel like it'd be great if I could climb the tree and just sit up there, but that's cheating. So we just obviously didn't let that happen.
Shooting, Tex.
Oh, give me a little wolfie. There's something in that bush, I know it.
Back to the pack. Hey, bring my sheep back.
Uh-oh.
Take that. Oh, nice.
Listen to the audio cues.
Back to
Oh, two lives left. All right, boom. Come on, lefty. Oh, come on. I want the shot. Oh, that was so far out.
Put
All right.
Mr. Fluffy
Get him,
down,
get him, get him.
fiend. Get out of here.
So, can be pretty active. Obviously, if you're a good shot, you can probably just stay in the middle of this. I'm talking a little bit of strategy here, but everyone finds their own. I tend to just kind of guard my sheep like this, but when I'm not, when I'm having an off day with the sling or the slingshot, or in the later levels or waves, I mean, it just becomes really difficult to. When you hear that howl, just dodge. You know there's something snuck up right in the tall grass behind you. Boom! Get him!
Nice shooting, Tex.
Still get stressed out. These sheep are just so cute. Don't want anything to happen to them. Oh, was that it? Did I do it? Oh, no.
Put down, you mutt.
Boom. In the kisser.
Put Mr. Fluffy down, you fat
Uh-oh.
fiend.
Another one. Let's get check this guy out like this.
Back to the pack.
So we did that on purpose so that it was, once again, level 1. So the wolves are a little bit nicer. And when they actually get a sheep in your mouth, in their mouth. Ah, ha, ha, victory.
Be proud of me.
Third time's the charm. Again, this is the cinematic. So we thought it'd be fun at the end of every level that there'd be a little token of your victory. So David, you brought back a cute little
Move aside, David.
Goliath
is leading your brothers off to war.
wolf
The Philistines invaded, and King Saul asked
treasure there to bring back.
men to pick up
The again, this cinematic done in After Effects
Yes,
and
good
just
idea.
some illustration. Same artist that actually did a lot of our concept art.
A warrior.
Drew these,
David,
but we put it on a scroll to kind of
every sheep
pay homage to where the original story came from. And yeah, anyway, it's pretty fun. Just ink blots cleaning on and off, and it sets up for the next level. So that next level we'll show you tomorrow because as the sheep goes off and slowly starts to climb up into the mountains, that's where we go next. But anyway, 52% accuracy left-handed. Thank you. And yeah, so stay tuned. For tomorrow, you'll see a little bit more of this level.
But this is a little absurd.
We're going to take that off so you don't see it now. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a lovely day. And check out DvG Conquering Giants and Steam soon.